Hi, I'm Bonnie Barker with BonnieBayCrochet.com, and I'm going to show you how to make a baby cap. This is what the baby cap is going to look like. This is for newborn preemies. Okay, and in so doing, I want to show you, give you a little bit of instruction on how to read a pattern. Okay, here's the pattern we're going to use. It's called Double Crochet Newborn Baby Cap by Bonnie Barker. The materials you're going to need would be approximately 2 ounces, approximately 2 ounces, or if you have any scrap on hand, that would work out fine. 2 ounces of 4-ply baby yarn. I used Lion brand, but you can use any kind of 4-ply baby yarn. I'm going to use a size H crochet hook, and I'm just going to briefly read the gauge. I'm going to do another video coming up soon on what the gauge means, but briefly, 4 double crochets equals 1 inch, or 2 rows that's vertically stacked one on top of the other should give you approximately 1 inch. What you want to do is crochet just a little sampler there. Maybe go across 10 stitches back and forth, about 2 or 3 rows, and then measure it. If 4 double crochets is more than 1 inch wide, you're going to want to get a smaller hook. Go down to a size G. If it's bigger than 1 inch, you might want to, I'm sorry, if your stitches that's about 1 inch, if it's more than 1 inch apart, you're going to want to go to a smaller hook. If it's smaller, if you're crocheting very tightly and it's smaller than 1 inch, you're going to want to bump up to like a size I hook. And then try again, see how that comes out. Okay, there is a special note on this pattern. It says do not turn at the end of the rows. This will give the cap a more uniform look since the same side of the DC, which means double crochet, rows will be showing. Okay, we have to remember not to turn at the end of the rows. We're going to start. Before I start reading, I'm going to just give you a couple of abbreviations. CH simply means chain. That's the abbreviation for chain. It's pretty universal. DC means double crochet. SLST means slip stitch. Okay, I believe that is it in the pattern. Okay, well, let's go ahead and begin. The first thing we're going to do is right here. Chain 4, form a ring by working a slip stitch in chain 1, and then I'm going to chain 2. Let's go ahead and do that. As in all crochet projects, we begin with our slip knot. Okay. Now we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch to the first stitch, I'll pull it through there, and then it's sent to chain 2, so we're going to chain 1, 2, have kind of like a little ring here. In this little ring, we're going to go right through the donut hole, right through the middle of the ring with for the next row. Okay, now row 1 says work 12 DC. Again, DC is double crochet. Work 12 double crochet in ring. Join with the slip stitch to first double crochet, and then after we finish that, we're going to chain 2. Okay, 12 double crochet in ring. First thing you need to do is find the center of the ring, which may not be the easiest thing, but just make sure they all go through the middle. Okay, that's 1, 2, oh, let's go back here. This yarn got a little split. And while I'm fixing this, let me just also mention what you're also going to want to do. Do you see this little tail? This was the end of when we did our slip knot. What I would do is put that on the outer edge and crochet around that as well as you go around this chain. That way we hide our little thread there. We don't have to make an extra effort at the end of our project to hide it because we're crocheting around it. It'll be hidden forever. Okay, now I've lost track of how many stitches I have. We want 12. Let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 3 more to go. 10, 11, 12, and I'm going to slip stitch, not in the chain, I'm going to slip stitch in the top of the double crochet and chain 2. Okay, now it's time to consult our pattern again. Okay, we finished row 1, so now we are on row 2, which says work 2 DC, which again is double crochet in the same double crochet where row 1 was joined. Let's do that before we forget. Right where we joined, we're going to do 2 double crochets there. 1, 2. Okay, back to the pattern. Work 2 double crochet in each double crochet around. Join with a slip stitch. And again, that's going to be to the first double crochet of the row. And then chain 2. Okay, now we're going to put 2 double crochet in each row. I'm going to go ahead and finish this row, and I'll check back with you as soon as I get it done. Okay, hold on. Okay, now we're to slip stitch in the first double crochet of the row and chain 2. Okay, now we have 24 stitches on this row. Let's look at row 3. Row 3 says double crochet in same stitch where just joined, and then 2 double crochets in next stitch. Okay, let's do that before we forget. Double crochet once here where I joined the stitch, and then 2 in the next. Okay, let's go back to our pattern. Now it says, now there's an asterisk. That's very, very important. We're going to be coming back to that asterisk in just a few seconds. Work 1 double crochet in next double crochet, and then 2 double crochet in next double crochet. Then it says repeat from the asterisk, which was back here, around. So what we're going to do is we're going to repeat this. It's like it's a repeating sequence all the way around. 1 double crochet, then 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, then 2 double crochet, all the way around. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do 1 in this stitch, and then 2 in the next. 1 here, and then 2 double crochets here. I'm going to do this around, and I'll check back in with you. Okay, we've gone all the way around, crocheting 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochets. Now we're going to join with a slip stitch, just like we've done the other rows. Okay, and chain 2. Time to read the next row, which is row 4. Okay, now this row says rows 4 through 10. So that's going to be a total of 7 rows, just like the one that I'm going to show you now, which is probably the easiest of them all. It says work 1 double crochet in each double crochet, and then we're going to join with a slip stitch, and then we're going to chain 2. Okay, let me just begin that row for you. Okay, I'll finish this and check back in with you. Okay, you can see after I've completed this row that the hat is starting to curve in now. Since each of the remaining rows are going to have the same number of stitches, it's going to curve in and it's going to become more like a hat. Let me show you just quickly how you can count to know how many rows you have. I'm just going to count these rows with you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 rows. Okay, you can end your hat with no extra edging and just, have it be plain, and that would be just fine. But in the event that you want to add an edging, let me show you how you could do this. Okay, I'm going to read the instructions here. After chain 3 of row 10, work a slip stitch in the first double crochet of row. Chain 3, slip stitch in next double crochet, and repeat from the asterisk, which again is the chain 3, slip stitch in next double crochet. Let me show you what that's going to look like. Okay, we have already got the slip stitch. We're going to chain 3, okay, and then we're going to slip stitch in the next stitch. Whoops, let's try that again. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then slip stitch. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then a little slip stitch. It just adds that to a little nice little ruffle edging like that, if you'd like to add that. Okay? Well, have fun. I hope you enjoy making your baby caps. God bless.